on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Mahomes now on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Connection made with Shenault. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And the Panthers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Panthers have recovered. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, all right, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. On 2nd down, Donald. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Chris Blewett now on 4th down, readies for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mahomes. This is Chenault on the receiving end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. On second and very short, Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Now on second and 13, Jackson eluding the pressure right, and he fires one incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Jackson. And this will be caught by Mooney. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one too low. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. There's Trimble, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mahomes now to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now Mahomes. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a handoff up the middle. Donald. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Jackson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a tackle there by Elijah Hicks. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Flush to his right. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He gets this to Jones over the middle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
Going with a dime set. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown, Bears! Racy McMath, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the